About 3 decades ago was the genesis of Airsoft. Since then, thousands of models from dozens of brands have seen the light of day. Today, we shine the light on a very special piece of Airsoft history. This is not just another M4. First of all, this is not an M4, and secondly, it is about 2 decades old. This is the JAC M16A1 GBB Vietnam version. Now, when I say GBB, I don't mean gas blowback in the modern sense. Let me explain. Airsoft began in the early 80s, where only a few manufacturers existed producing Springers and HPA external airsoft replicas. One of the larger companies at the time was JAC, and their initial gas system was coined Battle Master, and later on an improved BV or bullet valve gas system was developed. This model is an example of their later and last system coined GBB, after the oscillating dummy bolt. It was one of the first, if not the first, airsoft rifle replica to have the gas inside the magazine instead of externally. Whilst being an innovative design, it proved too far ahead of its time, and due to manufacturing flaws and unreliability issues, it was a disaster. But as you know, the gas in mag system is something you see in the modern day GBBR. So what does that say? History is history. So let's get into the gun's details. The receiver, barrel, gas block sight post and controls are all metal, with furniture being a rather creaky ABS. Were this rifle to be released today, it would receive a barrage of complaints about its incorrect dimensions and materials. It just goes to show how spoiled for choice and quality we are nowadays. It feels great to hold, rather weighty, but the center of gravity is rather far back. The fire selector clicks nicely, but the trigger, being directly linked to the valve, is rather soft. Pulling the charging handle back, however, is very satisfying, producing music for the ears. The bolt catch is functional and responsive when releasing the bolt. The sights are realistic and comes with an adjustment tool. Sling mount points can be found at the front and rear. The magazine fills from the bottom and has a rather complicated valve assembly at the top. And it is lighter than today's gas magazines because of its plastic gas reservoir. Unfortunately, this is our only magazine, and it irreparably leaks, but sources claim that it clocks in at around 320 FPS, which is rather high on HFC 134A gas. The manual has an illustration indicating accuracy up to 100 meters with 0.3 gram BBs. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and assume they know what they're talking about. It is Japanese quality after all. We hope you have enjoyed this look into Airsoft's past. If we have made any mistakes or you have any insight into this vintage replica, leave a comment in the section below. And as always, go to our website at www.redwolfairsoft.com. If you haven't watched some of our previous videos, I suggest you take a look at these. Go! Do subscribe to our channel and keep up to date with our newest and coolest videos.